What's going on YouTube? Today we have David with a deck profile. He's going to be showing us his Paleozoic frogs, and we're just going to pass it on into him. Go ahead, David.
All right. This version of Paleozoic frogs is kind of the one I've been working on the most. I've had the most fun with it so far, and it busts out a lot of really cool XYZ combos. It's a little bit faster play than the original, control variant. Link climb, and you play what you want and don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong. So for monsters, we start out 3 SWAT frog, best part of the engine. You never open it, sadly. 3 dupe frog, second best part of the engine, and the #1 playmaker Ronan Tonin 2 of. I've played 2, I've played 3, I've played 1, I've played all sorts of different ratios when it comes to these frogs. I've always settled back on this one. I guess this is why they call it the standard, but I mean, if you like 3, Ronan Tonin. If you like 1, play what you want, don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong. Second MVP of the deck, absolute king Backjack. Especially in this build, he throws out a lot of really good fast combos. There's ways to recur him back in the grave. Basically a +1 for the deck. He's just tailor-made for it. As far as the Paleozoic package, Canadia, Book of Moon, really good card. All the Paleozoic share the same effect of when a normal trap is activated once per chain, special summon it as a monster, unaffected by monster effects. So just some of my favorite trap cards in general. 3 Paleozoic Olenoidus, MST of the deck, especially now in this format, really good card. Now where things get a little bit outside of traditional Paleozoic, I feel, is I play 3 Morella, Foolish Burial for trap cards, and 3 Leon Colia. This guy with Backjack is an amazing combo, and this guy with other traps you'll see later on in the profile, also super awesome. Recurs one of your banished cards back into the graveyard. In this one, I only played 2 Dinomischus. A lot of times you're going to be empty hand, which sucks sometimes, but it's not so bad. So this one's not as good as like your other Paleozoic builds where you might require 3 of, but still a really good card to have. Banish 1, discard on resolution. Still good in my opinion. And this is where the spice gets. 3 Needlebug Nests, send top 5 cards of your deck to the graveyard. A little bit of luck based, but honestly, there's this version is so much fun for me to play. You can make some really crazy, insane boards with this going turn 2, turn 3. Rise to Full Height, 3 of. It's an amazing card to dump in the graveyard off of Needlebug Nest. It creates some really stupid plays with Dupe Frog, and just it's really annoying for your opponent. Recur it back with Leon Colia. It's an absolute blast to play with. 3 Lost Wind, super versatile card, recurs itself from the graveyard. Better than Imperm in this deck, because too many times I've milled Imperm and it just hurts really bad when that happens. So to me, this is better. You mill it off of Needlebug Nest, it recurs it when your opponent special summons from the extra deck. So worst case scenario, it's in the grave off a Needlebug Nest and you get it back. It's enough said, Triple Trap Trick. I've always been a fan of Triple Trap Trick, just because Trap Trick searches traps. I mean, the deck is literally playing like 34 traps, so might as well play some
set 5 paths.
Yeah, set 5 paths. Get whatever you want. I've played 2 and I've played 1. I've landed on 3. I keep going back to 3, especially in this build, because if I mill 1 off of Needlebug Nest or mill 2, at least I still have 1 in the deck. Some really good spice cards that I like is Transmigration Prophecy, 3 of. It just interrupts so many strategies, especially in today's meta. Branded Despia, absolutely hates that card. It's amazing. Love it to pieces. Power play for me, no doubt, is Solemn Strike. It's not a normal trap. Yeah, it doesn't do anything in the graveyard, but it's just so strong. If you open it, it baits out so many good things. Before we lost, Verde Anaconda, may you rest in peace. It would bait out Dragoon, DPE, all that good stuff. It's just too much fun not to play. And the last card is Ice Dragon's Prison. For me, this is a flex spot. Ice Dragon's Prison for me was the top contending choice, especially over like Compulsory Evacuation Device, because it's a multi-tool, honestly. You get a card from your opponent's graveyard, and then you can either banish the 2 targets, or you can use it to link climb, or it's really up to you. However, that slot, do what you want with it. Play what you want. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're wrong. So that's it for the main deck. Get into the the extra deck. I mean,
The traps.
Yeah, the traps. Traps are honestly that's my favorite type of card. So starting out, play 3 Totally Awesome, best card of the deck. It's the whole reason why I play the deck. Totally Awesome. It's just a fun name. It's a fun card. The card is just fun in general. And yeah, it recurs itself back, but this deck is so fast, turn 2, turn 3, that playing multiple is not wrong. This guy, Opabenia, searches Paleozoics. You can play Paleozoics out of your hand. I play 2 normally. In other builds I would only play 1, but this guy comes up so often that it's just too good not to play. You go into him a lot more than what you would think, and same thing with the Anomalocaris. It's a tough card to pronounce. You go in him quite a bit too. Believe it or not, as fast as this deck is, he comes up quite a bit. Same thing with Downer Magician. And of course, the Downer Magician, you already know what's coming up. Zeus. Opabenia, Downer Magician creates 4 material Zeus. And what's really stupid with Zeus and your Paleozoic cards, they're unaffected by monster effects. So when you go to Zeus your opponent, your Paleozoic cards are safe. You
so
keep
good.
your cards. Yes, it is.
Looks so good.
It's so satisfying when your opponent asks you, "Hey, what about your cards?" And you're like, "Paleozoic's unaffected by monster effects," and then you proceed to go off on your next turn and then rub dirt in the wound or salt in the wound. And for the link package, I play pretty basic links, nightmares, spells, traps. They're just generically good. Akashic Magician, because they co-link with the nightmares, just generically good. IP, because she's generically just broken. Nightmare Unicorn, because it's Nightmare Unicorn. And
IP pop.
Yeah, IP pop. And then Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax, because he's probably just one of the most broken rank 4s to climb up to in Frogs, and he's just awesome. And Boral Sword Dragon. I've gone between Boral Sword Dragon and Bow of the Goddess. I just seem to play him a lot more when it comes up.
Offensive.
Yeah, it's more offensive. I don't really link climb as much in this deck. I mostly Xyz summon, but when it comes up, and it's just good to have that flex spot. And that's what I play for this format. And then when I come up with a different version, we'll definitely get that profile in. I think one of the next versions I want to play is maybe Wetland Frogs, just for the heck of it, because it's fun. And don't everybody let you tell you you're wrong for playing what you like to play.
Well, absolutely, David. We love your deck profiles. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. And he is a Earth Machine player, so hopefully we can see that soon. And like always, Appropriate Gaming signing off. Thank you.